What happens when the leader of over 1 billion people passes away? The world is watching in silence as history unfolds. On April 21st, 2025, the unthinkable happened. The death of Pope Francis, the 266th Pope of the Catholic Church, marking the end of an era that changed the Vatican and the global Catholic community forever. Now, the world is asking, what happens next? How is a new Pope chosen? The process of electing a Pope is one of the most mysterious and secretive in the world, steeped in centuries-old rituals and traditions. But now, as the Vatican prepares for the 2025 Papal Conclave, we will uncover everything you need to know about how a new Pope is elected and what goes on behind closed doors during this high-stakes process. Welcome to Inspire Channel. Like, subscribe, and stay with us as we reveal the secretive election process that will determine the future of the Catholic Church in this pivotal moment. When the papacy becomes vacant, whether due to the passing of a pope or, as we've just witnessed with Pope Francis' death in 2025, or resignation, the question arises, how is a leader of over 1 billion Catholics chosen? The process may seem like a closely guarded secret, but it's more than just a vote. It's a deeply spiritual and historical event that carries the weight of tradition and faith. After Pope Francis' passing, the Vatican now enters a period of papal interregnum, essentially a vacancy of power. But behind the closed doors of the Vatican, a group of handpicked cardinals will begin a meticulous process that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. This solemn procedure, known as a papal conclave, involves not only choosing a new spiritual leader but also a serious, intense prayers. The first step is a gathering of the cardinals. These men are the highest-ranking church officials, and they are the ones entrusted with the sacred responsibility of electing a new pope. Once the papacy is vacant, the cardinals, aged 80 and younger, gather from around the world to enter the conclave. They come with their experiences, their faith, and their deep understanding of the church. Before the conclave begins, there is an oath of secrecy. The cardinals must swear not to disclose any details of the election process, keeping everything under wraps as they make one of the most important decisions in the church's history. Once the conclave begins, it is held inside the Sistine Chapel, a place that has seen the selection of popes for centuries. This sacred space becomes a setting for one of the most secretive and significant events in the world. The world's eyes are on this chapel, but no one can hear what happens behind its walls. Cardinals are isolated from the outside world. No phones, no contact with the media, no distractions. The conclave is designed to be a time of prayer, reflection, and contemplation, where each cardinal must rely on their faith to guide them in this critical decision. The voting process is both sacred and methodical. Each cardinal writes the name of the candidate they believe should become the next pope. These votes are placed into a large urn. The system is designed to ensure complete secrecy and fairness in the election of a new pope. A cardinal needs a 2/3 majority to be elected. With 115 cardinals eligible to vote, this means at least 77 votes are needed. If no one gets enough votes, the cardinals continue voting until a decision is made. One of the most iconic images from the conclave is the smoke, either black or white. After each round of voting, the ballots are burned. If the smoke is black, no one has been elected. If the smoke turns white, it's a sign to the world that a new pope has been chosen. Once a new pope has been elected, the senior cardinal steps out onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica to announce to the world, Habemus Papam. We have a pope. This is one of the most anticipated moments, as millions of Catholics around the world await the identity of a new spiritual leader. The new pope's first act is one of humility and gratitude. He bows to the crowd, acknowledging their faith and support. It is a moment filled with emotion, as the world now knows who will lead the Catholic Church in the years ahead. Behind the closed doors of the Sistine Chapel, the process isn't just about voting. It's a deeply spiritual event where cardinals pray and reflect on the weight of the decision they are about to make. They understand that their choice will shape the future of the Catholic Church for decades to come. Once the new pope is elected, their role is not just a ceremonial one. The pope is a global leader, someone who influences not only religious matters but global politics, social justice, and the values that unite millions of people worldwide. The election of a pope is an ancient tradition that continues to hold an incredible amount of mystery and reverence. It's a process built on faith, trust, and centuries of history. And as we enter a new era with Pope Francis passing, the world eagerly awaits to see who will step into the shoes of one of the most influential figures in the world. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the mysteries of the Vatican, the papacy, and the future of the Catholic Church. We'll keep you updated as the papal conclave progresses. Stay tuned.